everybody, welcome back to my channel where I have another cooking video. My onions is already in and I kind of last minute decided to make this video, but I'm going to be making shredded chicken for chicken tacos. So here in the pot I have 1.5 onions. I have one large onion and one small onion, and I'm just sauteing the onions down a little bit before putting the chicken in. And I like to use chicken thighs when I make my chicken. So I just have the chicken thighs here and I'm rinsing them off. So I've gone ahead and put on a glove, and I did rinse the glove off. I put soap on it and rinsed it off. And I have a plate here that I cut my onions up on, and I'm going to just go ahead and start rinsing my chicken off. And just putting it on the plate. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to rinse the chicken off, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so you guys, what I saute my onions in is butter and oil. That's the only thing that I put in here to saute my onions. Now you can see the onions are starting to brown and get translucent, so I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken and seasonings in, and I'll show you the seasonings as I add them in. Right now I have my eye on 7. Okay, so I have my chicken here, and I'm just going to go ahead and just slide it right on in. And I'm going to be using Lawry's seasoning salt. And I don't measure, I just kind of add what I feel is necessary, because I'm going to also be adding chicken taco seasoning later on. And then I'm going to add garlic salt. A few shakes of that. And then black pepper. And I don't want to season the chicken too much, because again, later on or in a little bit, I'm going to add the McCormick chicken taco seasoning. So now what we're going to do is just kind of give these a toss in here and kind of just stick them down. Toss them around so that the seasoning can get over everybody. Try to coat everybody with the seasoning. And then what I like to do is push the chicken, try and open it as much as possible, and push it all the way down to the bottom of the pan so that it can kind of get like a little sear on it. Kind of scoot them all down in there. And then I'll just let that go for a few minutes. And always make sure that when you're dealing with chicken, you bleach whatever areas you use. Which I will be doing in a second. And also cleaning up my area. So we'll just let that go for a few minutes on one side, and then we'll go and we'll flip it over to the other side. Okay, so let's take a look and see. Okay, so you see what the side of that chicken looks like? Now let's flip it over. Yeah. Start flipping them all over so that the other side can get touched. And normally I'll if there's a lot of fat on the chicken before I put it in the pot, I'll go ahead and trim the majority of the fat off. These didn't have too much fat, so I just went ahead and tossed them in. Okay. And these are chicken thighs, if I didn't already say that. When I make any type of chicken dish where I need to boil the chicken for tacos, or my chicken and shrimp and broccoli dish that I made, I like to use chicken thighs because they stay moist. So we're just gonna go and let this side go for a few minutes. And then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so now that that's done, what I'm going to do is get my chicken taco seasoning. And I am just going to go ahead and pour this all in here, the whole packet. And then start mixing this around. You see the chicken already looks cooked on the outside, but of course we need it to cook on the inside. And then I'm going to grab a cup of hot water and add the hot water in. And what I want to do is just add enough to where it covers the top of the chicken. So I'm going to get a little bit more. That's enough. Now I think I want to put a little bit more, but while I'm waiting to get some more water, I'm just going to kind of rub my spoon across the bottom of the pot to get up those extra little bits that are on the bottom here. So yeah, I think I'm going to get a little bit more water. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on this and let it just boil. And then I'm going to be checking it like maybe every 10 minutes to see how much liquid is still in the pot, because I want the majority of the liquid to boil out. Not all of it, but the majority of it. So I am going to go ahead and get the lid put on this. And then we are going to let that boil, and then I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes so that we can see where we are. All right, everyone, the chicken has been boiling for about 20 minutes now, so we're gonna go ahead and see where it is. So it's gone down a little bit, but we still have a ways to go. So the chicken feels really tender, like by me just pushing down on it. Some of the pieces are breaking up. So yeah, so we're gonna just go ahead and continue to let it boil. And you don't really have to, with it being that much liquid, you don't really have to stir very often, but occasionally, maybe every 10-15 minutes is fine. So until the liquid is really low, then that's when you really need to pay attention. So we're going to go ahead and continue to let this boil, and I will come back when it is time to start shredding. All right, everyone, we are back. The water has boiled out. So now we're going to go ahead and shred the chicken. So I'm going to grab a fork. Okay. So I have my fork. And let's see. Let's get our spoon. Okay, so as you can see, the liquid has boiled out. So now what I like to do is just kind of get the chicken and normally I'll do like shred with the two forks, but this chicken is so tender that I don't really need 2 forks. I really don't even need a fork, to be honest, because as you see, it's so tender. With me just using my wooden spoon to break it up, it's just shredding apart. And I make these when we make chicken tacos or chicken burritos. My husband likes for me to make this here chicken. And I just keep on smashing and moving around until it's shredded to my liking. Now, I don't like to have all of these shredded pieces shredded like that. I kind of like to leave some of them slightly chunky. But for the most part, it's gonna all get shredded. So yeah, you see how tender it is. Now you see the difference between what it looked like when I first opened the pot to now. Because now the pot is filled with shredded chicken. And then the little bit of juice that's left in. Now I'm just going to turn that eye off because I don't want any more liquid to leave. I want to keep the liquid that's in here, because I don't like no dry chicken. I like my chicken to have a little juice to it. So yeah. So that's how I shred my chicken for chicken tacos or burritos. You can also use this to make like chicken enchiladas, or something like that. So I will show you guys what this looks like all plated up, and I'll see you guys in that clip. All right, everybody, on this portion of the video, my husband is frying the taco shells that we will be eating the shredded chicken with. So this is how he fries his homemade taco shells. What brand is this? This is the Mission flour tortillas. I mean corn tortillas. Fry it however you want, and then I will show you guys what they look like all put together. I'll be back, you guys, with the finished dish. Okay, everyone, this is the finished look of the tacos. Just some homemade chicken tacos with homemade shells. We bought the beans and rice from our favorite Mexican, or one of our favorite Mexican spots here. So yeah, this is the final look. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and please don't forget to share my videos. And thank you all for your subscriptions and for your support, and I love you all, and until the next video.